Billy back here, broship of the nerds, and today I'm reviewing the movie The Waterboy, 1998. Now, before I get into the review, there's a problem with comedy as a whole when it comes to critics, okay? So, a lot of times comedies are poorly received by critics. The problem, and this movie did do well at the box office, the problem is when you go to a comedy, the objective is for the movie to make you laugh. So, not every comedy is going to be Oscar worthy or award winning. Sometimes it just does its job, which is to make you laugh. So, you have Kathy Bates, who's an amazing actress in this, playing Adam Sandler's Bobby Boucher's mother. You have Farmer Fran, who just, oh my gosh, makes this hilarious. He just is grunting and he doesn't really talk. He just kind of grunts and everyone looks at him like, huh? But he's like an assistant coach. And then you have Vicky, who Valancourt, who plays the love interest girlfriend for Sandler's character Bobby Boucher. And so right away you know Bobby Boucher's in his 30s and his job is to hydrate people and he takes it very seriously. And there's a cameo by the Giant back then. Now we know him as the Big Show, but he would have been the Giant as Captain Sano, who shows no mercy. Um, it's a delightful comedy. It's supposed to make you laugh, and it does that. I was laughing. Jack and I sat down and watched this, and the football players bully him at first, and he actually gets fired from being water boy on the first team, and he goes to another team, and their coach is played by Harry Winkler, and he's a lot nicer, and he tells him you have to stand up for yourself, which previously by the previous coach he goes, oh, they're athletic machines, you can't bother them, but he tackles the hell out of one of the guys, and they find out he's a very good defensive player, defensive lineman, so he gets a chance to play football, or as his mom said, foosball is for the devil, or is the devil, and he has been living with his mom for so long that his views are anything that his mom has taught him. So he has a chance to get a college education, to play football, and this movie does not overstay its welcome. It's only an hour and a half, and it's funny. Farmer Fran just cracked me up the whole movie because they're telling stories about remember when Bobby did this, and he goes, and everyone goes, huh? It just that right there. Jack and I were both laughing our butts off because it had been years since I sat down to watch this, and yes, I gave it an A as a comedy, and I'm keeping it because it's one that I will rewatch. And this right here is classic Sandler, just terrific, right? Just this is a very funny, over the top movie, and Bobby Boucher is very charming and endearing playing the character. Adam Sandler is. He has this charm to him that you're rooting for him because he's had a rough go of things, and he is just awesome tackling people. And it was funny because there's a scene where it says they were trying to find other teams are trying to find sideline people to play on the team, and they used the towel boy, and he just got knocked the hell out. So it's hilarious, and he pretends that the people who are mean to him are his opponents. And the ending to this film, well, okay, let me back up. There's a scene where he's taking a test so he could actually be eligible to play, and because they found out his transcript was forged by the coach, high school. So he takes this test, and Vicky's standing outside. You want me to kill him? And then he shakes his head no. But that part's really funny, and then the ending is hilarious because after Mama supports him playing foosball, his dad shows up, and he's cross-eyed as hell, and he's like, yeah, let's form a partnership. He's trying to like make a relationship with his son, and his mom tackles the holy hell out of him. It's like that's where he gets it from. But yeah, Jack and I were laughing the entire film, and the whole town gets behind the Waterboy, Bobby Boucher. And there's a scene where they take boat on the water to get to the game. There's also a scene where he's riding a lawnmower and the lawnmower is going like 100 miles an hour. It's hilarious the way that they did it. Uh, just a lot of funny moments in this film. Rob Schneider's "You Can Do It" all night long. Just funny as hell. But yeah, this is not a film that is going to win awards, but it is a film that's going to make you laugh. It's a sports parody. It's there to be goofy. It's there to be silly. You have these silly characters, and that's kind of the point of it. Um, so in that regard, it does succeed. I give it an A because it's not my all-time favorite comedy, but it definitely has a place. And this was before people got offended by everything. So this was like, 90s, 2000s, up until about 2010. It seems like really we had a lot of good comedies, but the 90s and early 2000s were like peak comedy, at least for my taste. Yeah, I enjoyed this movie a lot. And the next review, my fingers keep doing this. Don't know why. I guess we'll find out soon. Take care, guys.